So about a year ago, a few members of parliament came together to start a conversation. A conversation we've been having for decades, but they wanted to now reduce it into a document, a law. And so they sponsored a bill before parliament. It's a groundbreaking bill, hugely controversial, not only here in Ghana, but internationally as well. It is a bill that will, in essence, outlaw explicitly the actions and conduct of LGBTQ community in Ghana. But in the last 1 week, you've been hearing a lot about a holdup as far as that bill is concerned. The bill that, as you know, has a wide popular support from across the country and religious groups, etc. Now, there is a major subject in controversy tonight, which I've seen a lot of talk on social media, and it has to do with this. As we are speaking tonight, and we'll get some clarity, a few members of parliament should right now be in the United Kingdom on the invitation, you understand, of their parliament. 4 MPs have been invited for the Commonwealth Parliamentary Association Conference over the controversial LGBTQ bill and other matters rising. And many are asking questions. I mean, why on earth, at the time when we are considering our own bill, should we even bother about visiting other countries' parliaments or participating in the conference that, will be discussing this matter, considering that it is the Constitutional and Parliamentary Affairs Committee, the committee seized with this bill, its chairman, ranking, and a few of the individuals there who are going there. What really is the motive of those inviting the committee members to come over? And so all 4 are members of Parliament's Constitutional and Legal Affairs Committee, including the chairman himself, who himself announced that he's been invited. And so part of the reason he says they need to hear whoever is inviting them before they progress with the bill. Really, we'll get into that pretty shortly. And some have said, well, if anybody has anything to say about the bill, all they needed to do was, like everybody else, also present a memo to the committee. We'll get into that. The minority last week claimed that the chairman of the committee is deliberately delaying the passage of the bill. It is in answering to this that he disclosed the existence of this invitation. He says, well, in fact, he mentions to me that the UK is a place he wants to go and listen to them about, because we took a lot of the inspiration for the constitution from there. And years on, he mentions to me, they have legalized the activities of the gays. He mentioned South Africa as well. And he says he wants to get there and understand a bit more what they did when they were, going back on some of the key things regarding the LGBTQ community. So that's the chairman there, the man who has been accused. He himself has been speaking, categorically saying that you cannot blame him for doing his job in the right manner. He says he's simply doing his job. He wants to consult as broadly as possible before he proceeds with the matter of the bill. He also insists that the committee has completed the public hearings and will proceed with clause-by-clause considerations of the bill. That's it. But then we drill down a bit, because we want to really calculate, has there really been a delay? So let's talk about the numbers. The first reading of this bill in Parliament was on the 2nd of August, 2021. We are 15th of June, 2022. 316 days. So this is just a year, almost a year now. That is 10 months or so. 316 days has been since the first reading of the bill. Is that really abnormal? We have bill before Parliament that went for decades, not passed. And so some may suggest this is really not unprecedented for a bill to lie before the committee for 10 months. But some also say, considering how unanimously we have support locally among Ghanaians for something like this should be a walk in the park, an open and shut case. Really the case? Again, if you look at the first public hearing, so this was the first reading in Parliament, and then we moved to the first public hearing on the bill was done on 11th November 2021. To date, we are counting 215 days since the first public hearing started. That's 7 whole months having passed. If you go globally, we found this last week, and that was pretty much of a surprise, that there's an association. This is the International Lesbian, Gay, Bisexual, Trans, Intersexual Association report. And they talk about Ghana as one of the places where they have a strong membership, okay? The Center for Democratic Empowerment is one of the local groups set up as a member of this association to promote their cause in Ghana. We have the OHF initiative in Ghana. We have the Solace initiative in Ghana. So they are actually forming civil society organizations to promote their cause, and they are part of an association. So they are getting bolder, obviously, and their mobilization abilities is getting very sophisticated as far as the movement of the LGBTQ issue is concerned. If you go globally, we've seen a trend emerge of countries beginning to decriminalize. So the UN, 28 UN member states recognize same-sex marriage. One non-UN member jurisdiction, Taiwan, has also legalized same-sex. You have 34 UN member states provide some partnership recognition, and 28 states have joined an adoption laws, while 32 states allow for same-sex second parent adoption. Again, if you do look at the UN, 69 UN member states still criminalize consensual same-sex, right? And we want to explicitly do so. If you look at the 67 by explicit provisions, we want to join this group with what we're doing. In 6 UN member states, the death penalty is legally prescribed punishment for consensual same-sex sexual acts. You have Brunei, Iran, Mauritania, Nigeria, up to 12 northern states only, Saudi Arabia and Yemen in that category. Look at the map here. It tells the story of the global trend. And so we've got to have a conversation. It's been a while since we dug into this, but on the back of all the controversy, of the billboards that was erected, the press conference and the invitation to our committee members to travel to UK to meet on this matter, and the suggestion that there's been a delay, let's revisit this.